Well, I was messing around with the buttons. I couldn't figure out which one it was. Having a little, it's a Friday for me, so have pity on me. Thank you for joining us on this Thursday edition of Storm Team 5 Plus. I'm Ryan Kudish, joined by Nathan Hemsel. Once again, it's our favorite day of the week.
It is. Thursday's the best. I mean, we're going to still give you some weather, but we're not doing a whole ton of weather today.
Nate,
yeah.
We'll give you a little bit of weather, but it's all about the sports ball today, as my friend said.
And, we kind of like cheat it a little bit. We're like, yeah, we're giving you the forecast for the game, and we give you like one icon. I actually don't think I ever really mention it unless it's like Arizona, where they're in the triple digits.
Or some rain,
and they're inside in
Arizona,
hey, I believe. So.
I'm looking forward to, as much as we're in summer right now,
right?
I'm looking forward to those games where we can just go nuts, where we can go and look at snowfall forecast, wind for. I'm looking forward to when we have a big lake effect event over in Buffalo.
That's why I said I can't wait to see that first snow icon pop up next to one of our games. I have a love for Buffalo weather, so I mean, it's going to be great.
All right, let's tell them what we're going to talk about today, shall we?
Yeah, might as well.
All right, so we'll do, as always, a little regional weather update, let you know what's happening here. Then we got some more cold front calls.
And we could talk about 3 games.
I'm going to mute you right now.
Okay.
Before
we have 3 games to talk about.
We do, unfortunately. And obviously, we'll do our WIAA weather watch, and we'll go through our high pressure picks for week number 5. All right, regional weather update right now in Titletown. Will be a quiet weekend here in Green Bay, at least football-wise, with the Packers on a siesta. And they need it for sure. No disrespect. I'm a Patriots fan. I'm just seeing it through a glass window. They need the bye week to regroup after a loss and a tie in Jerry's world. So we need the break, and we need to get a little healthy as well, especially up front. So, but right now, 77 south wind at 9. Look and see. No one's up to 80, but we're pretty close. 77 right through the Fox Valley, actually. All the way down to Oshkosh, 78 in Fond du Lac. That's the closest one. Little cooler Lakeside and Bayside. That's pretty expected with that south wind. We need that southwest wind. And if you want a southwest wind, just wait until this weekend. We don't want to spoil it. If you've been watching the news recently, you probably know what's coming. But if you haven't, we don't want to spoil it. I'm not a spoiler. Little crash out here.
Okay.
My least favorite people are the ones that spoil movies. Like, they know I'm going to go see it, and they spoil it for me.
And they tell you the ending anyways.
Avengers, worse. Infinity War, my brother knew I couldn't go see it because I was in finals week, and him and his friend decided to send me like all the spoilers about who was killed off. I
feel like you're going to say, if they haven't seen Infinity War at this point, or Endgame, we're in the safe zone now for that.
But I was like, dude, I wanted to punch my brother as hard as I possibly could.
That is one of the biggest Marvel moments through the entire cinematic universe. So that is a horrible one to spoil. And
100%.
Unfortunately, that was one of the ones, if you didn't get into the theaters like the first 2 nights, then it was going to get spoiled because it was all over.
Yeah, exactly. So if my brother is somehow watching, I will never forgive you for that one.
You can use the beep. Just go,
What on earth are you doing with that one? All right. Before I get myself into much trouble
Ryan's brother
is a...
Yeah.
All right.
They should not give us that feature.
No, they absolutely should never have given us this feature, but powers that be, thank you. Wait, hold on. Where's the... Thank you.
Right. Thank you.
All right, here we go. Let's get into those dew points. Pretty comfy. Not too bad. It will get a little muggy, especially this weekend. Right now, we had some clouds earlier, and those clouds are giving way to sunshine. Will be a pretty nice rest of our day. We have a weak little disturbance well off to our west. High pressure still ruling the roof here. But this system will try to get in here later. More so Friday morning, maybe a stray shower up north and bring in a few clouds. But we quickly head over to sunshine once that we're calling a wind shift line moves through. So temperatures in the 70s or some 80s today under full sunshine. Tonight looking pretty clear. We have a few football games, especially for our Northwoods. I think Sturgeon Bay, Mishicot, some of the other ones up across the Northwoods. we have a lot more on Friday, so we have to talk about that one mainly. But there's a few games tonight looking pretty good for that. Dew points will stay pretty comfy as well, so shouldn't be too much of an issue there. Forecast highs today. Lake and Bayside, pretty typical with that south or southeast
Right.
wind in the low to mid 70s. Up north, mid 70s. And then for Green Bay, the Fox Valley, mid to upper 70s and a few low 80s as well. I have us at 80 in Green Bay. Certainly could see it since we're already at it's 1 o'clock and we're at 77. Maybe a 79 and we eke up to 80 just briefly in between hours. Almanac today. We're not breaking records. We're 7 degrees off our record that was set 2 years ago, 87, 2023. But if you want records, just hold your horses, folks. Get ready for tomorrow and Saturday and Sunday. It's gonna get a little repetitive, but if I'm cool with it. Sorry, I know people.
No, yeah. And we're gonna see those records really hold to 2023 quite a bit.
There
Because
was
when I was looking through,
yeah,
2023 held quite a few records, and it was a really warm winter.
it was 2023.
Yep.
It was 2007, and also
Right.
around 2005 as
Yep.
well. Yes, 2023 was my first winter here, and we had a 70-degree day in February of 2024. So that's technically
Yes,
my
I
first
did see that
winter.
one, yeah.
And
Crazy.
that was a day where we had 70s. And in southern Wisconsin, I think towards Rock County, just around
Right.
Janesville, there were 2 tornadoes confirmed.
Really?
And they
In
were they were
February?
EF2s.
Okay.
So, and that was the first time we ever recorded tornadoes in the month of February. But
Huh.
then, guess what? It gets
Yeah.
even better. We went from 70 down to like 20 something overnight. The next day, we had snow on the ground.
Yeah, that's that's a
That's
that's not one you prepare for.
that's messed up. People
That
were
is
in
messed up,
shorts,
yeah.
and then back into
Snow gear the next
snow.
day.
It was
Like,
nuts.
okay,
I
you
was
send
like,
your kids to school, you give them like, shorts and t-shirt. The next day you have them in snow pants
Yeah.
to go out for recess. I mean,
and
that's bizarre.
I wondered, where on God's green earth did I move to? That was my
Right.
first intro to Wisconsin moment. You haven't had yours yet,
No.
but you will.
I'll get that Midwest humbling as we're gonna
Yes,
start calling
because
it
he's
here,
so
yeah.
confident about his snow forecasting. I can't wait to
I was
sit
saying.
back, relax, and watch him get humbled. But more on that later.
Believe me, being next to Buffalo, I'm used to the humbling. Like I said, I've been humbled, but
Yeah, you'll
yeah,
be-
I can't wait for it.
Exactly. All right. So here's that weak disturbance moving through tomorrow morning. A few clouds, maybe a stray shower up across the far north woods along the Wisconsin UP border. Then we head right over to sunshine into the afternoon. So looking to be a beautiful day. Forecast highs tomorrow: 85 in Green Bay, 87 in Appleton, 89 Wapaka, 83 in Manitowoc. I have to stress here that, and I mentioned it yesterday, that when we get close to these record highs, I kind of err on the cooler side of guidance just because I don't want to be crying wolf and saying we're going to hit these record highs, yada, yada, and we fall short.
Right.
I'm forecasting 85. I would not be shocked tomorrow if we hit 86, maybe even 87. But I think just with the southwest wind around 5 to 10 miles per hour, it's going to be pretty tough to get us up to those records. But, well, obviously, we'll see. But 85 today, or for tomorrow, record's 86. I think Appleton, I can shoe you in potentially as a record, 87. The record is 86 in 2005. Oshkosh, 85. Record 86, so we'll be close there. Manitowoc, I think you have a good chance as well. 83, the record is 80. Fond du Lac, you might get shoot in for a record as well. But Saturday is the day where I'm not trying to overhype this at all. It's not what we do here. But this is what I'm seeing based on the numbers is that we have the best chance to break the records on Saturday just because they're a little bit cooler compared to the day prior. So when it's warm, it's going to stay warm pretty often. But the records, when they cool down a few degrees, it gives you a pretty good opportunity for it. I'm forecasting 86 in Green Bay. I wouldn't be shocked if we get an 87, 88 in Appleton. Wouldn't be shocked again if we get some 90s north and west of the valley. A southwest wind 10 to even 20 miles per hour. That'll be the culprit there.
Yeah.
You can see pretty much every location on your screen looks to have a pretty good chance. Maybe Manitowoc, you fall short, but we'll check up on that one. But you can see pretty consistently 05, 2023, 2007, even back into the 20s and 60s as well. We had some pretty warm temperatures in early October.
Without a doubt.
But look at this temperature drop. This is the funny thing for me. 86 on Sunday, down to 60 on Wednesday. Overnight lows will fall back into the upper 30s. So we'll get potentially a little frosty up north or in a few spots. just a sharp cold front diving in from Canada. And then we have a high pressure system driving in from Canada as well. So it'll
Come on,
reinforce the
Canada.
cool air.
Come on, Canada.
Come
Give
on,
us this.
come on, eh?
Yeah, come on, eh?
Come on, eh? What you doing over there, eh? They're giving us just a heart attack temperature ride, huh?
For
Right,
no joke,
eh?
yeah.
But dew point temperatures will likely stay pretty comfy for today. You see 57 to 56. I think that's a little underdone. I think we could see dew points in the low 60s on Friday and Saturday. But look at those dew points from Wednesday and Thursday, down in the teens and 20s. That is dry and that is cold.
Yeah, that is some crisp air.
Crispy.
Crispy. Like I like my bacon. Crispy. Yeah. You a crispy or a chewy bacon kind of guy?
I'm not a big bacon guy. I just gave you the compliment because of the
I'm sorry. I thought you were American. You know, I thought we were in America. Everyone's supposed to love bacon here.
I'm not normal. That's why.
I know. We know.
Yeah, we know. So that front that moves through Sunday night could bring a few showers along it, mainly for Monday morning. But then what's going to happen is this boundary is going to elongate itself and kind of stall out over southern Wisconsin, actually more so around Chicago. That'll be training in some systems, more so for Monday night going into Tuesday. So Tuesday looks a little wet, especially for the morning into the early part of the afternoon. That's our best rain chance looks to be this week. Models were kind of going back and forth between Tuesday and Thursday, but I have confidence on Tuesday. And we really need the rain. The latest drought monitor that came out actually this morning does put areas, Green Bay and up into the Northwoods, in a dry, not necessarily a drought, but in abnormally dry conditions. And we should certainly note we need the rain. 7-day forecast, not too much happening. It will get really windy on Sunday. That's the key thing for Sunday. Gusts could be 20 to 30 miles per hour, maybe even 40 as well. Chance of showers on Monday, but better chance for Tuesday. Wednesday looks to be a high of 60 degrees. And then, of course, there's no football here in Green Bay, except for high school. But for professionals, Wisconsin takes on, I think, number 23, Michigan, if I'm correct. I'm sorry, I didn't.
Ballpark, yeah.
Ballpark in it. They're 23, 11 a.m. kickoff. Oof, imagine 11 p.m. kickoff for football. Yikes. On Saturday at the Big House in Ann Arbor, Michigan, looking sunny, a little muggy. 75 at tailgate, 82 at kickoff, and about 86 for the high in the afternoon. All right, let's take a break right here. We got some baseball to talk about. Nathan's going to be yelling at me. I'm going to be yelling at him. And I might have to use this button a lot. All right, be right back. Yeah. All right, we're back. It's time to talk some baseball. As we know, today is a big baseball day. And
especially for the two of us.
Yeah, thankfully we saved the best one for last. So bracket, as always, so far the Dodgers went on, just clobbered the Reds 2 games in a row, just never had a chance. I'm sorry, Sam Ellison, who's a big Reds fan. I know he might be watching, probably not, probably working on his next show. So
he's a busy guy.
He's a busy guy around here. So sorry, didn't have a chance. I expected it. But we still have 3 games to go. We both have the Dodgers, so we're both 1-1. Where's the button? Yeah.
So we're on the right track.
For now. We have 3 games left. And
well, I'll be on a really good track after tonight, but
no, you won't. No, you won't.
Yeah.
No, you will not. That's not happening. Let's get right to it. Guardians and Tigers kick off. First pitch. I'm getting my sports mixed up. I'm so used to talking about football. It's at 2:00 our time, 3 p.m. out there in Cleveland. Nice day. Mix of sun and clouds. 74. Pretty comfy baseball weather. I'm going with the Guardians. Same with Nathan. My reasoning on this one, I thought, the Tigers winning game 1 was pretty cute after they choked away the lead in the AL Central. But Slade Ciccone is their starter tonight for the Guardians. I like that matchup. Jack Flaherty is also pretty good, but he's taken a lot of losses this season. Slade has been pretty good as a streamer in my fantasy baseball league, so I'm going to take the Guardians here for tonight's game. I'm looking for a big game from Jose Ramirez. Okay. I think he's been a little quiet in the playoffs so far, so I'm looking for a big hit from J-Rom and some of their other bats as well. I think Bo Naylor hit a big home run yesterday, so I'm looking for a big one from my boy who It was amazing for me in fantasy baseball. Jose Ramirez, like 40 homers and 40 steals.
Right.
So great season from him. I'm taking the Guardians pretty easily.
Yeah, I mean, I'm right with you. I think the Guardians take this one. We'll see that momentum hold through. So,
Yep, I could see that, and they're at home as well.
right.
Next one, home field advantage again. I think the Cubbies will take the cake here. Beautiful day for baseball down there in the Windy City. 81 at 4 p.m., 80 at 5, and 77 for 6 p.m. A lot of sunshine, maybe some fair weather clouds. Matchup tonight is Yu Darvish taking on Jameson Taillon. Jameson Taillon, not a big strikeout pitcher. A lot of his outings that I've streamed him, 1, 2, maybe 3 or 4 Ks. But his big thing is he throws a lot of junk that will induce some ground balls, some weak contact. And Padres, Yu Darvish, he didn't play a lot of the season, but he's been a little up and down. I think he's got like a 5 ERA. So
Right.
my instinct says let's go Cubs here, but also a little bit of bias because I really want to see Cubbies versus Brewers in the first round, or
That would be a nice matchup.
that
for
would be
sure, yeah.
awesome in the NLDS. That would be
Right.
crazy to see Cubbies, Brewers, Euchre. I can only imagine what Euchre would be commenting on this one. So I'm going with Cubbies, and I just like the pitching matchup as well.
Yeah, without a doubt. And then we go into, we've done a little bit of trash talking the past 2 nights through some text messages after work here. 1-1,
Yep.
Red Sox, Yankees. You can assume who's
I did.
taking who.
I did. Yesterday I think I mentioned I was going to take the Yankees if the Red Sox lost, and I backtracked. There's not a chance in double hockey sticks.
Yeah.
And the double hockey sticks that I
Yeah.
was going to take the Yankees.
I would
just
have been
can't see-
really impressed because honestly, like, if the tables are turned, I think I still would have held Yankees instead of Red Sox.
Because here's the thing, right? I just can't do
Why
it.
don't you just go full screen? You can go on your own little rant here.
Oh, absolutely. Bye. I'm muting you. So the fact, actually, let's go to my one camera shot here. Where is it?
Prime time.
Okay, here we go. Bye, Nathan. So the fact that the Yankees, right, they have a $300 million payroll. The Red Sox have a $200 million payroll. So they are about 66% higher than us. The fact that they can only beat us by 1 run and allow their bullpen to choke in game 1. No. Stay put there, buddy. And the fact that they play in a little league ballpark, I mean, come on. It's rookie versus rookie. Get to Cam, whatever his last name is, early. Let's go, Sox. They're also without Roman Anthony. I don't care. Do it for the Roman Empire. Sox take it in game 3, and we move on to Toronto and cross the border and go slay the J.
2 words. Skill issue. After all that, skill issue.
That was a pretty good rant there.
Yeah,
huh?
no, that was a good role you had there. But
Thank you. But yeah, rookie versus rookie tonight. Connolly Early versus Cam. Do you want to say his last name, or do we want to?
No.
No, I
Yeah.
think it's yeah. We're gonna pause. But
Yeah.
Nathan, best of luck. We're shaking hands.
Yep. On camera.
Oh,
go
I
to our
missed-
wide shot so they can see it.
Oh
This is-
yeah.
This is a gentleman's shake right here. May the best
Wide
team win.
shot.
Yep. Wide shot for a hand.
do it.
Yep.
And I had an idea, and I thought about maybe we can do this. So I don't want to do the jersey, like wear a T-shirt, wear a jersey. How about on Tuesday, whatever team loses, that person has to say something nice about the other person's team on Tuesday.
Oh yeah.
And it can be past or present.
Yeah, can I make you wear a Yankees hat on Tuesday?
No.
No.
I don't want to ruin the floof as much as I am with
Right.
this, but let's make a truce.
Yeah, we could do that.
Like,
I can work up something nice
Okay.
to say about the
So
Red Sox, if you
I'll
like.
prepare a nice speech, and you prepare a nice speech.
Okay.
Whoever's team loses has to say their speech, and has to say something nice about the Yankees, or you have to say something nice about the Red Sox.
Okay.
Let's do it.
We can do that. Yeah.
All right,
I think that's fair.
let's do it. All right, we have 10 minutes left, so I think we can roll through high school football real quick.
Yeah, I say we go through. What do you think? High school football break and then
Yeah,
our NFL picks.
I think we got it.
I think that's good.
All right. Oh, wait, wrong one. Oopsies. That's for our football challenge. I put in the wrong spot.
Oh.
All right, we got some high school football games this Friday. Beautiful weather for it. 70s. We got Freedom versus Wrightstown. That's a good matchup. 4-2 versus 5-1.
Yes, it is.
Sheboygan South. I'm sorry, that's a tough one. Drawing number 12 Notre Dame. This is a good one in around the Green Bay area. De Pere, 3-3, have a really tough test against number 15 Bayport, who's 5-1 on the season. We got another big one, Green Bay Preble, who's 3-3, taking on Green Bay Southwest. So should be a win for GB Preble, that's for sure. We got Sheboygan Falls taking on the alma mater of the Beanstalk Jordan Lamers, whose team is 5-1, and maybe if they get 2 more wins, it'll be about his height, 7-1. We'll have to clip that one and show them.
There's some games in here that, I mean, we're kind of expecting a little bit of a bloodbath here. I mean, like the Notre Dame Academy, playing
That's a tough
Sheboygan
one.
South.
Yeah.
That's a tough game.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oopsies.
Little Shoot 5-1 at Sheboygan Falls there.
Yep. Number 5, the West De Pere taking on Ashwaubenon. As much as, Ashwaubonon's record's 2-4, they're a tough team. So that'll be a good game. Hortonville taking on Fond du Lac. And then Sheboygan North taking on Green Bay East. So temperatures mid-70s for the game. Taking a look at some of the other ones. This is the big one. This is the biggest game in Northeast Wisconsin this Friday. Number 4 Neenah taking on number 10 Kimberly. Both are 5-1. That's going to be a fun one to look at the highlights when Kyle Malzahn goes nuts on his Friday Night Lights sportscast. That's some of the best is when Kyle does his Friday Night Lights. So I just want to give a big round of applause to Kyle, one of the best around. 75 for Oshkosh versus Green Bay West. That's another tough one for Green Bay West, drawing Oshkosh North this week. Appleton West versus Pulaski. I like that matchup. That'll be nice. Kaukauna taking on number 19 Appleton North. Another, Kaukauna having kind of a down year this year, but drawing number 19 Appleton North. That'll be a good matchup. Winneconne taking on Wapaka. Appleton East taking on Oshkosh West. Luxembourg Casco taking on the alma mater of Luke Stampy, Two Rivers. And then we got Manitowoc Lincoln taking on Menasha. All right, we'll take a break, and we have not too much time to go through our high school our NFL football picks, but we don't really dispute on a lot of them this week. So we'll be right back with a look at our picks for the week. Here we go. Let's go time. High pressure picks. As we know, let's go right back.
Best segment of the week right here.
My favorite one. Nathan has a 2-game advantage over me, so I'm looking to close the gap on this wicked smart guy over here.
Come on.
You're wicked smart. That's a compliment, Come on, guy. All right. Nice game tonight. This is probably one of my favorite matchups. Unfortunately, though, Niners a little banged up with Purdy, Pearsall, and Jawan Jennings all likely to be out. So pretty easy for me taking the Rams. Nice night down there in L.A. Nothing too warm. Pretty nice 73 at kickoff. Pretty easy pick for you as well.
Yeah, I mean, just Rams.
Yep.
End of story.
Then we wake up to Minnesota Vikings taking on the new starter for the Cleveland Browns, Dylan Gabriel, looking nice over there in London. Have a nice team, mate. I think I think just included British and Australian.
Yeah. I mean, that's a very good, like, if Robert Irwin were to give his best go at that impression, that was good.
Oh, you're welcome. And I'm here all day except until 5. All right. Vikings, pretty easy pick for me. The experience versus the inexperience. Here's the start of the noon slate. Ravens taking on the Texans. Pretty easy one. Ravens there. Ravens flock. Here's the first one we dispute on.
Yep.
Miami Dolphins taking on the Panthers. I could see
this
one's going
way.
Back and forth for me.
This is going to be a close scoring game.
Yeah.
And probably not the most exciting, matchup for me, but I
disagree. I think it's still going to be an exciting game. No Tyreek Hill certainly impacts it for the
the game's happening. This isn't one that draws my attention.
Yeah. But I think the Panthers are due for a turnaround after getting whacked by the Patriots. So I think they're due, and then I think they will have a little bit of confidence going in now that they don't have to worry about Tyreek Hill, even though he's kind of washed. He's still a Good player. Raiders taking on the Colts. Pretty easy for the shoe.
For the shoe.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I wish I muted you. New York Football Giants taking on the Saints. This one's pretty easy. I'm taking the Giants. Jackson Dart looks electric. I love that matchup.
Yeah, I was excited for him, and hopefully he pulls up, and I can't wait to see it.
Cowboys versus the Jets. That one after Cowboys are riding a high after tying the Packers. I'm taking the Cowboys there. Eagles versus Broncos. I love the Eagles here against the Broncos. I'm taking them. Cardinals against the Titans. I like the Cardinals here as well. Tennessee Titans. I don't think they're going to get their first win yet. Here's one we dispute on. I'm taking the Seahawks. I think their offense is looking electric, and they're at home as well. Baker Mayfield a little banged up this week. So I'm taking Nathan went the Buccaneers, though.
I think this is one I could still kind of see being a close scoring game and going either way.
This is one of my favorite games of the this is actually So the Eagles are in the noon slate. Then Nathan was having a bit of a morning and put those in the Cardinals are in the afternoon.
So those bottom three games are the afternoon slate.
Yeah. Like I said, good helps tough to find around here, but I can see that game being
We
pretty
made
close.
a lot of changes to that high school slate today.
Yeah, we did. This guy did a pretty good job.
That was a lot more time consuming than I wanted it to be.
Yeah. Lions, Bengals. I'm taking the Lions. Commanders, Chargers in the evening. I love that. Jaden Daniels is back, but I think it takes him a little while to get back in full form, so I'm taking the Chargers there as well.
Yeah, no, don't disagree.
All right, Sunday Night Football. Woo, let's go. I didn't take the Patriots.
Some fan.
I know. I couldn't do it.
Can't say much. Remember week 1 what my pick was? I went Lions week 1, so.
Yeah.
I shouldn't really be preaching to the choir here. But
no. You have no excuse.
Listen.
But like I said, I told you this morning that if there's I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah.
But I just can't see it this early in the season. The Patriots look great. They could be a 4-0 team right now if they didn't play like junk in the rain against the Raiders.
Yep.
And have the case of the fumble Rooskies against the Steelers. This team could be 4-0.
Yeah. But I mean, the Bills are just such a well-oiled machine.
Yeah.
I mean, Josh Allen, the absolute animal he is. I mean, it's just, you got to go Bills.
Yeah, I'm taking the Bills. And we got about 30 seconds left. Monday Night Football. This one actually, if the Jaguars are a lucky 3-1 team, but if Jaguars can make it fun, I'm cool with it. But I'm taking the Chiefs.
I think they're going to start to warm up, and like you said, I think it's a lucky run. So
taking the Chiefs. All right, 5 seconds left. Thank you for joining us. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the warm weather. We'll be back on Monday. Go Sox.